I think it's a very exciting world at the moment, which is in full evolution, and the problem for us is probably keeping up with all of the potential that's out there right now for people doing what we're doing. I think the whole potential of the industry is completely turned upside down now. The things that were really difficult for me to do when I started off doing serial production or even manufacturing myself are now so much closer to the young designer or the startup designer. So what's going on at the moment is the quite high-tech industrialized techniques are now within grasp of people with a laptop, just like what has happened in the music industry in the last 10 years, is that you can now record an album on your laptop. I think that in the design industry we're going to find the same thing happening, is that from your bedroom you can create a whole world of producible furniture which can be made in small, medium or large quantities and flexibly made quite close to home. So this was inconceivable when I started. I think it's very dangerous to think the computer can do everything. And I think the digital toolkit, though, has become more and more interesting. You know, for now, the free tools that are around, like SketchUp, are kind of interesting as well, which give access to lots of people and put buildings into a global real world of Google Maps, for instance. Before, I'm more interested in the connection between design tools and the engineering tools now. So previously, there was no real common language between the tools of engineers and factories and the tools of designers, and so those worlds were completely apart. What's happening now is that the same files can be translated from something which is just a concept into something which is real, really automatically, without hours and hours of labour transforming the files. So ideas can be prototypes never could before, and physicalized in a way that they couldn't before. And that's the exciting part. I don't think it's a specific software or a specific tool. It's lots of little sub-tools which make processes a lot easier than they were before. The speed at which people get bored of things is quite dangerous in our sector. Luckily, I'm somebody that gets bored very quickly, so the digital world suits me very well. But I think is people's attention spans, and I think also for a young designer starting out, the difficulty is having enough time to be anonymous. I think for a lot of people starting out now that have had one great idea, that idea belongs to everybody very quickly now. Often it belongs to everybody before that person has had an opportunity to output it in a commercial way. It might just be a rendering, this great idea, and then suddenly it belongs to everybody that's got a computer. So I benefited from a non-digital era where I could be, broadly speaking, anonymous for maybe 5 or 10 years with only very few people knowing what I was doing, allowing me to create my own uniqueness and my own personality anonymously. And I think not having that as an opportunity for a lot of people is quite destructive, because it's very hard to have many original ideas and keep them private enough to actually develop a style of your own right now.